Sim. Hello.
Fala, let's go.
Let's go.
Então, mostra sua. Como você disse isso?
This is my cocar.
Cocar.
Cocar. Ele significa proteção na tribo Pataxó, na maioria das tribos indígenas no Brasil. E ele é conquistado através de batalhas. Você tem que lutar para ter seu cocar, entendeu?
Para homens ou para mulheres?
Somente para homens. Mulheres como eu falei, é para proteção, ou então quando o chefe da tribo ele autoriza a usar o cocar. Não é qualquer um que pode usar, não. Muitas pessoas usam para carnavais, para essas coisas, mas é uma afronta, né? A eles. Então, assim, a questão de que não é qualquer um que pode estar se fantasiando de indígena, apesar que ainda fazem isso.
So you win this headdress in battle. It's for men to protect you. It's a protection thing. And the makeup she's wearing is supposed to be yellow around the eyes, but she doesn't have any yellow makeup. But that's an indigenous makeup design.
A pintura da indígena, a gente usa um material, uma sementezinha chamada urucum.
Urucum?
Isso,
É
urucum. É uma semente. Ela tem uma coloração amarelada, avermelhada, e a gente usa para pintura.
So some sort of yellow colored cement that's used to paint the eyes yellow. Traditional Amazonian. É indígena da Amazônia, né?
E não é indígena da Amazônia, é maior parte territorial do Brasil. A gente usa cocar e urucum. Cocar e urucum.
Qual tribo?
É uma vestimenta. Isso,
qual,
é uma vestimenta.
Qual tribo? Yanomami?
Também Yanomami, Pataxós, entre outros.
Muitos tribos usam maquiagem e cocar isso?
Isso, sim, sim. Grande parte.
E Mata Atlântico ou o Amazônia? Os duas?
Mata Atlântica, Amazônia, amor, Brasil.
Okay, apparently this was traditions in general amongst indigenous tribes, not any particular tribe apparently. Something that's awarded to you for courage in battle. So, blade show, I guess, should I start with smallest to biggest? So I started, let's see, the first thing I got, I went to the tops table and they had stuff dramatically reduced. This was, I guess normally it's 140, sold for 95. I think this is a G10. I'm pretty sure looks like that's a black and red G10. Hey, Grumpy Gun. It's for your offhand, so it's on the left-hand side, the spring clip. And the swell fits perfect in hand. I was actually looking at this before. That's a non-lethal option. It's like a pyramid, very stabby pyramid. But then, of course, you've got a sharpened blade there and a sharpened blade on the other side for hook. So it's meant to be purely tactical. I don't think you could do any other thing with that. You can hear a bit of the rattle in the Kydex. So I did EDC this the next day. At one point, it did get caught in my seatbelt and came out in the car. And it's held this way with the spring clip down here so that you can draw it like this. So it's a little unstable to carry. I'm a little nervous. I don't know if I should tighten that. Maybe, I don't know. Can you use a blow dryer and make that tighter? Make it a little bit more of a difficult pull? That might make sense because it, needs to have, I think, a little bit better retention. I don't know if you can maybe just tighten that there. I think it's too loose there. It needs to be tighter, though. There shouldn't be any rattle in it. But mountain lion? No, I don't know what you mean. This is called the California Cobra. And it was made in conjunction with law enforcement who wanted, God, I put it in upside down, who wanted a non-lethal option for their offhand. So it's on the left-hand side. So your firearm's on your right-hand side. And this swell goes right perfectly into, so it's in the clip like this. It's on your belt. Pull out this way. So perfect EDC. Then I got the Artisan Sea Snake. This is just the regular version. It was $40. It's got great ergos. Beautiful worn cliff. This is all black. I don't think that's an exclusive, but I don't know if it's that common. It's got this very smooth, pretty sure it's a G10. It feels like a G10, but it's a very smooth G10. I like it. And it feels amazing in hand. I EDC'd this as well the next day. They had a micarta S35 VN upgraded premium steel Sea Snake for $120, but I don't need upgraded steel. I did want the micarta, but I don't want to pay a premium, especially for a neck knife. I just don't think you need a premium steel. Mountain Lion, what model, my brother Hollywood? Hey, Marcos, I have that.
Hey,
one.
Ma.
I have the black one, the all black.
Hey,
mine is green and satin. Okay, yeah, I don't know how common the all black is. I don't know that it is the super common. I'm not sure, because I certainly don't remember seeing it, which is why I ended up getting it, even though I'm not one of these. I'm not big time into like all black everything. I got this. Pick this up. I got that at Ross. It's just some fake paracord. I got this at Target. It's one of those flasks, Stanley, since 1912. You know, for like making mixed drinks. I thought I'd put maybe like alcohol, alcohol in it, not to drink.
O que é isso?
Para álcool.
É para botar álcool?
Whisky, como assim?
E por que você compra? Você vai usar isso?
Para sobrevivendo, álcool é muito importante para desinfecção.
É verdade, verdade.
Assim? E para fogo, para muitas coisas, né? Para energia, para muitas coisas. É muito importante. É medicina.
Nossa, eu sempre vi esses filmes americanos. Sempre tem questão de sobrevivência, né? Tipo, soldado, eles usam muito isso, não é?
Sim. Okay, hold on, I forgot to post some of these. Okay.
Hey, Sue!
Show you how to make them.
Welcome.
Oh, Sue! Hey, it's been a while. Thanks for checking in. I'm just going over some of the stuff I got at Blade Show West, and then I went back the second day, and I was like, such a good deal on Tops knives, I couldn't resist. So here's the Molly compatible sheath. And then a pouch here for, I guess, sharpening stone, things like that. I'll probably put some sort of sharpener in there. Maybe I'll probably put the work sharp sharpener in there. And then here's the big reveal.
Wow.
That is the SXB, the Skullcrusher Xtreme blade. L. Snyder. I guess L. Snyder is the designer. It's probably his maker's mark right there. I got this because of this interesting, what do they call that? A secondary, like it's like a secondary recurve. I can't remember what they call it, but the Tom Brown tracker has that. Wanted to see what that was like for a feather. Oh God, it's sharp. So it gives you a second point. It also gives you an area to feather stick, and it is sharp as fuck. A big belly for chopping. It's got it's like a saw, but it's basically for making notches, like for fall, like deadfall traps and tent stakes and things like that. It looks like it's got some lashing holes, so you could probably lash it to like a spear. $10.95, of course, with their micarta scales, as well as this pattern. I think it's called the Rocky Mountain pattern. I forgot. It's this dot, dash, dot, dot, dash, dot, kind of like Morse code. And it does have the bow drill divots, but I think it's called Rocky Mountain. And it's got, looks like some T8 or T10 screws or something. Maybe that's that's a regular hex. Oh, yeah. No, they're just regular hex bits. Oh, that's interesting. It's regular hex bit. Got a pretty pronounced troil, very full in hand. It's got a bit of almost like a pry bar, Skullcrusher lanyard hole. Not really made to choke up on. I mean, you can kind of put your thumb there, reverse grip. It's got 2 positions at least. I can imagine. Well, it's probably a little dangerous to do. Yeah, it's too dangerous to do that.
Nossa, é Mariana, right?
Sim. Oh,
Ela
fez...
fez... É Mariana, Mary. Essa faca é própria para montanha?
Olha, sim, para tudo, né?
Ah, eu vi ele falando princesa indígena. Pataxó, só Pataxó.
Looking good.
E de Pataxó.
Yeah. SXB. E.B. Snyder is one of the military survival guys on Dual Survivor after Dave Canterbury. Thank you for that information. Sorry I didn't post it. Yeah, I see. Rocky Mountain Tread. Thank you. That's it. Rocky Mountain Tread. Sorry, I wish I could see these as I'm going along. Got to get your name right. Yeah, Mary or Mariana. She's supposed to be Mary right now, but it's Mariana. So I'm pretty thrilled about this. I'm kind of thinking of this as like my one knife option. Chopping, batoning, feather sticking, notching, and obviously tactical. It's a little heavy for a tactical, but I mean, shit, you could breach doors with that if you needed to. It's just a big old hunk of steel, isn't it? So...
Tá, me explica um pouco sobre o design dela. Por que ela é tão robusta na ponta, a blade? Por que a lâmina dela é...
Porque é robusto, como assim?
Ela é muito larga e fina na ponta, ela tem os dentes. Ela é mais para quê?
Ah, isso?
É
para madeira, para criado um canal dentro para muitas coisas, né?
Sim. Isso seria bom para seringueiro, tipo no Amazonas, porque tem que cortar aquela árvore que tira borracha, o líquido borrachado. Isso aí seria bom.
Isso? Qual? Isso?
Uai. Não, a lâmina, amor. Lâmina.
Ah, essa lâmina?
E quanto que custou essa faca?
E o que sobre a Amazônia, o quê?
Tem um grupo de pessoas que são chamados de seringueiros. Eles recolhem um líquido. Isso.
There's
não seria bom para eles?
Seringueiros. E ele tem uma faca como assim, lâmina como assim?
Não, eu estou falando que seria ótimo para eles esse perfil de facas. Para seringueiros.
There's a group called Seringueiro in the Amazon. She's saying that this would be good for them. I guess maybe they live in very rugged conditions. So here's what the sheath looks like. I mean, nothing to write home about. I mean, it's a good sheath. It's certainly not a bad sheath. It's got multiple mounting options to a certain extent. I got another one of these first aid kits from Target. Last but not least, okay, and then Cranes Cutlery. They're the distributor for Reate in Southern California. Cranes Cutlery. They were nice enough to give me this microfiber cloth. because they didn't have any cards left. But I want to get the Reate XO. It's a gravity knife. You kind of flip the handle up, and the blade LMAX just comes sliding out. It's going to have a micarta inlay in it. Action is astounding. It's $277. So I also remember the Bordeaux Waxy and Enfuego Orange Thread, 1930. So this is made by, I forgot, it's a leather company, but it even says Orion Knives on there. So this is for the Solaris. I got this wine color or burgundy color. Okay, let's see. Orion Knives. David Cam from Blade Banter here on YouTube. Oh, this is Cedar Grove Leather. That's who made it. Cedar Grove Leather and Cedar Grove Leather. Oh, I see. That's their mark, Cedar Grove Leather. So this and okay. So you know how I'm always showing you guys, oh, this is genuine leather. And like they spray like a plastic onto some crappy suede. This is an example of handmade, but this is an example of what you call full grain or top grain leather. This is the actual skin of the animal, which is why, do you see these wrinkle marks and these wrinkle patterns? Do you see that? Do you see that? You see that? You see the imperfections? This is the skin of the animal. This is the actual tough, durable, expensive top. I told you the cow skin is like that. This is the top part of it. Does that make sense? And then the rest of this is basically throwaway, and that's what they make genuine leather out of. They send it through these rollers that splits layers off of it, and it gets increasingly softer and less durable down through the thickness. This is that top layer. Okay, this is very durable. Let's see. There's also another smaller version now called the XXS or Skullcrusher Xtreme Sidekick. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I saw it there, but I think the smaller one would probably be more realistic. This is insanely heavy and over the top. It's kind of ludicrous. I mean, this is something Cold Steel should make, but then again, it's Tops Knives. Tops Knives is sort of what people think of as Cold Snake. Hey, Sue, just as long as you call her beautiful, you'll be fine. Okay. And she is great. And what does this say? David knocks it out of the park constantly. I can't tell you how. Grumpy, are you excited about the mini Solaris? Did you flip his mini Solaris with the micarta? Woo! I'm going to EDC the hell out of that. I mean, I love that clip point blade too. She made it 2 slip cases too. She made by. Oh, hey, Last Ranger. Oh, you've gone through Cedar Grove leather, handcrafted, purpose, quality. You've gotten slips through there. I'll have to check out. I guess hopefully I can go to your channel and do a search on Cedar Grove leather slips. You know what? I might have seen that already, haven't I? It was a while back, if I'm not mistaken. Last but not least, probably what you guys all want to see is. Can you guys read that? What does it say? It says Malibu Blade Show West 2021, black handle DLC blade, DLC black reverse Tonto. Oh god, they call it reverse Tonto. 20 CV blade, mosaic pin push button, number 76 of 100. I got 76 because patriotic, like 1776. So that's why I got that. It's also the year I came into this country. Okay. So let's slide this open. Ooh, will it? I'm not sure how much I like Protech boxes, to be honest. Okay. Here, let me switch to bigger because I don't want you guys to miss this. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go.
Mostre.
Oh, it's upside down. Sorry. Okay, there we go. Made in the USA over there. Can you see that? And then quality, craftsmanship, integrity. Here's the Protech bag. There's your limited lifetime. Here's that scratchy type of foam that Frankie hates from Birdshot.
Wow.
Why does this feel different than the old Protech bag? It feels a little bit different. Maybe my old Protech bag's just more worn in. All right, let's see. Let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Okay, Protech. Look at that. Blade Show West 2021, 76 of 100. Okay. Caution, sharp edge, Protech, handle with care. So there we go. There we go. All right. A little bit of grease there. I want you guys to look at this mosaic pin. Pode ver?
Posso. Perfeitamente.
Olha esse botão, o desenho.
Nossa.
É muito lindo. You guys see that mosaic pin? Okay, yeah, she's on Etsy. Do you know when that? Okay, yes. So, Marcos, he just made the second run of the regular Solaris. Once those sell out, he can use that money to put the mini Solaris into production. So the prototypes for the mini Solaris are already finished. He just put out a second run of the regular Solaris. So push that out to people. I mean, if you truly care. I mean, I feel 1,000% confident in recommending the Orion Solaris to anyone and everybody. I think for people who aren't into knives, I think it's intuitive. And I think it's a fantastic starter knife. I think it's also a fantastic, upgraded knife. I mean, Sandvik steel is no joke. It's not a premium steel, but it's a very practical steel. And the flipping action rivals anything. So yeah, if you guys can plug the Solaris, and if that sells out, then he can use that money to put the mini Solaris into production. The mini is number one on my want list when it drops. I wasn't at the show, or I would have one of those BSW black bladed Solaris. Oh, I didn't know he had a special Solaris. I didn't even know that. Oops. Yeah. It will be awesome. Nice. I want to handle a Malibu to see what the hype is about. Yeah, I got to flip one out there, and then I decided to go ahead and get one because I agree. I have the Mordax, and not everyone. I mean, most people love the Mordax. I certainly like that style blade more than a reverse Tonto. And it's excellent. Some people think it's a little thick behind the edge, so it needs a regrind. But we will see. And the Malibu is smaller as well. I have two others waiting for the second engine drop, and I intend to get another. Oh, cool! You're going to get another one? Yeah, they have new. I think he has new backspacer colors too. I'm not sure. Haven't handled the Mordax either. Yeah. I keep forgetting where you are, Grumpy Grunt. Okay. Oh God, guys, look at how beautiful that mosaic pin is. I mean, that's what sold me. Can you see that? It's so intricate. Okay, here we go. First flip. It's lighter. It's much lighter. So, Blade Show West. The Mordax is considerably heavier. Well, maybe because I'm used to the Mordax, it feels more. It's got more heft. Oh, Indianapolis. Okay. Yeah, that mosaic button. So as you can see, there's a pretty big size difference. I don't know if you can tell. And then let's flip both of them open. So you can see there's a pretty considerable size difference. They're both 20 CV. Yeah, I like the sound. I like the detent on this. See? This people like the Malibu better. They feel like it's a little bit flippier. Oh, look at that. They put Protech 20 CV on the spine. That's nice. Instead of on the I think, is that called the blade front or on the blade flat? It's got a different grind. Can you see it's kind of a high? Is that a high flat? Is that a high hollow? Yeah, it looks like a V grind. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think I'm so used to the Mordax. Do you see? Watch it kick at the end. You see how it kind of kicks because it's got a strong detent. I don't feel like this one has the same weight behind it. This has a more satisfying detent when it closes. I'm just so used to the Mordax. I'm not sure that the Malibu's improvement. I keep asking people what they love more about the Malibu compared to the Mordax, but this is just, there's so much more that comes whipping out and snapping up against there. I am across from Bird and Frankie. Oh, right. Oh, you're really close to them. Sorry. Okay, see ya, Sue. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Thanks. Oops, she disappeared. Good night, Sue. I think her internet is going out. So I don't know if you guys know, I was building a nonprofit for indigenous Native youth, women, to keep the custody of their kids and stuff. So I was one of the officers. We were building that. Anyway, things are on hiatus for now, but I've been involved with Native issues for a little while. Oh, almost dropped it. So I guess I got 2 all black blades, even though that's not typically, for that matter, I got 3 all black blades. That's like not my thing either. I know how most people are into the all black because it's, it's ninja-like, it's sleek and all that. But what happened to the Sea Snake? Oh, here it is. So it looks like apparently I got 3 all black blades, and we'll make this equal again. So you see how small the Malibu is? It's almost the same size as the Sea Snake. And the Sea Snake is a very, very small knife. You have to choke up on it to get full 4 fingers. So.
Perfeito. Gosto dessa ponta fiada dela. Boa para matar.
Isso.
Essa, dizes. Yeah. Uau.
Tem dois afinados. E essa ponto é não para matar.
Não?
Entendeu?
Pra quê?
Não. É não para matar. Mas é muito perigoso, entendeu?
Amor, essa faca parece um golfinho.
Entendeu? E como
entendi.
assim?
Entendi.
É ponta,
Nossa.
mas é na lâmina. Mas isso é lâmina e isso é lâmina. Como assim? You accidentally went full tactical. Yeah, that's the thing, Grumpy. I wanted to go intentionally all tactical there in like a goofy, fun way. And then you're right. I did it without meaning to. Well, hell, for that matter, this thing is tactical as fuck too. So, yeah, I guess I got super duper tactical. Super cool ninja. I want to be ninja. So, I don't know if you guys have seen that That shit is so funny. And she's from Orange County too, which is so funny. So I want to be ninja. Yeah, I don't know what to do about this Malibu. I don't know how. I mean, I'm super thrilled about that unbelievably gorgeous mosaic button. You know, and it's just big enough to be 4 fingers. There's no jimping. I don't think it needs it. Yeah, listen to that detent. It's just, it sounds soft. It doesn't have that nice, listen to this. See that?
Wood.
I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's see, what else do I have here? Oh shit! Never mind. I did get more. What am I knew there was more. It's like, is that all I got? Okay. Some extra special stuff. I forgot all about this. I'm gonna have to update the description. Okay, so here is QSP. Oh my god, I forgot all about these. Oops.
No, muda.
This
Good.
One. Okay, QSP. This is the Bison D2 blade denim micarta handle. QS 134-B. So let's see here. Okay. There's the Bison belt loop, blah, 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 4.5 inches, micarta, lanyard, blah, blah, blah. So hopefully you can see that. So that, I don't know if you can see that. Those are the specs. Okay. And then here's the blade. So micarta, Kydex sheath. There's the D2 blade. Just a solid blade. It's kind of a finger choil, but kind of not, as you can see. You can definitely kind of choke up on it. It's a little risky, but it's a full 4 finger. Nice solid, nice full tang, very thick blade stock, lanyard hole. This dangle style sheath, that helps a lot because you can do that. And then it's got the tech lock here. So, you know, you can, this is set up for just hip carry, but you can change those bolts around and you can see you can flip these two out and then scout carry it, which is probably how I would do it. So, or appendix carry even. So let's see. Very positive. Look at that. See? 0 rattle. Look at this. And this Tops knife, which, you know, it should be better. It's USA made, blah, blah, blah. And yet I'm not going to judge everything by only, you know, standards of one knife and, you know, one little knife. But I mean, QSP, they as far as I've seen, never fail. I lost track of it already. What the hell did I do with it? What do I do with it? How do I manage to lose stuff like that? It was literally right in front of me. Probably sitting on it somewhere. Anyway, 0 rattle. 0 rattle. Very, very positive retention. Did you see that?
Oh.
That is fantastic. See how tight that is right there? Look at that. Listen to that. That is great retention. I mean, that is just such a well-built knife. Drainage hole at the bottom. Instead of drilling something there, they went ahead and fitted like a drainage tube. I mean, the fit and finish on this is so fantastic. I have this here. These are stainless steel, straws, but you can use them as a bellows, So yeah, there's that. And then Bradford. This is my first Bradford. And what they had there was they had their factory seconds. So on this one, yeah, see that on there? And I'm going to I'd love to get some sort of scales. See that blemish there? So this was $50 in LMAX. And this was the only one they had that was in that. So first, I think they DLC coat it and then they stonewash it off so that it rubs back off. So it's almost like, but it fits great in hand. It's like a 3.5. Definitely needs a lanyard. Basically it's a neck knife, but it's a fantastic retention on the Kydex. So Bradford, and then Bradford. Thank you for your Bradford knife. Hand wash. Blah, blah, blah. Try to maintain 18 to 20 degrees. Okay. Mineral oil. Okay. So there's that. And a sticker. Okay, next. I think this is last. This was a special, it's called Brighton Blades, Happy Knife, and Case. Okay. So, oh shit, this is the wrong box. It's supposed to be for Resilient.
Isso é que a Cristine estava mostrando?
Orange.
Ai, é muito fofo. Oh, my God.
It's got a little gem in there. Thumb stud. Let's see. Oof. Not super, not meant for super smooth action. It's meant to be rolled out. I don't think it's meant to be a flipper. Liner lock. There's enough access to the liner, so it's not too bad. I don't think it can. The detent's too heavy for flicking out, and the ergos aren't quite right. My hand might be too big as well, but the detent's a little bit stiff for that. It's on washers. It's on 2 Teflon washers. The detent might need to be broken in, and it's a Persian upswept style blade. Anyway, so there's that. But it's meant to be like women's center positive. I think guys can EDC this too if you want to kind of be cutesy, like why not? I rock pink knives. Great conversation starter. This is just like a cheap vinyl type thing, but that's good presentation there. And then Brighton Blades. This is the Brighton Blades Happy. Okay, this is the Happy knife case. So this is their keychain knife. Which is a frame lock. It's got this T-Tech, whatever, S-Tech, whatever that carabiner company with a cool little, I don't know, lanyard almost, and then pretty hard to open. That detent is really rough. It says Happy. Once again, the Persian upswept. This is a frame lock. Pretty hard to get in there. Well, not that hard, actually. So, I mean, obviously no over travel stop or anything like that. But, yeah, so that's that. So, Okay. So this is the new all women company. They're going to be featured with swags on Women Carry Knives channel. So look for that. I saw them doing an interview at the Blade Show. So
Olha os comentários.
Sim. Yeah, it's mother-daughter. It's went from birds to cows. Cows? You mean QSP? Oh yeah, to bison. They moved to mammals. So they're they were doing birds and now they're moving to mammals. Let's see. Nimbus Necker. Is it? I'm sorry. I don't know. I think you're right. The Nimbus Necker. I think saw that was mother-daughter new venture. Yeah, there's 3 daughters. It's a mother and her 3 daughters. I saw Christine's interview with the mother-daughter team. 2 more daughters involved, 2 from Brighton Blades. Very good, exactly. So I guess she already aired that. I haven't been able to watch any YouTube. The purple one that had looked really cool. Yeah, absolutely. Was that the happy one? Yeah, the purple one. Yeah. Great keychain knife, you know. Hey, Stan, you were mentioning you left a comment about a katana, the Paul. I don't have a katana, so I'm sorry I can't show that to you. I don't really have a lot of swords.
Hello.
I only have like machetes. I have the Condor. Oh, well, here's what I was trying to show you. See? Listen to that. Versus this is a much heavier knife. Listen. 0 rattle. So, that needs to be closer together right there. See that? There's too much play right there. I wonder how you can fix that. I think just a little bit of heat and you melt that back in. Yeah, it's just not good enough retention. This is phenomenal retention. I just can't believe how good the fit and finish on this. I mean, look at how smooth that is. It's D2, which, no matter what you want to say, D2 is in fact a semi-stainless. It's just barely not a stainless steel. But D2 being a tool steel, it punches above its weight. Okay. In terms of its value, it's, like what you pay for D2, the performance you get out of it is, I mean, it's almost as good as I think like 1095 and nearly as good as some of the, I mean, if you look at Cedric and Ada's cut tests, the D2 blades, they really perform well. I mean, way, way above their price point, They rival steels much, much more expensive than it. So, yeah, this is the one kind of disappointment. Hey, Sean, thanks for joining in. Happy Indigenous Day. And then here's special unicorn earbuds with mic. Magical unicorn music. What? Works with computer, smartphone, sound, any device. 3-size ear tip, inline mic, fun unicorn design. Why do they call it music? Magical unicorn music, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so that's that. I should probably put all this Protech stuff away. Should I leave the Malibu in its protective? I guess I should. That brushed aluminum is, I don't know how scratch prone is that, because I know that my Mordax has already taken a couple scratches just from being here in the room.
Do you like carbon blades? Amor, olha o comentário.
Do you like carbon blades? I don't know. I mean, I like carbon blades like 1095 just because of how incredibly tough they are. I mean, people have literally shot these things. Ask me in 10 years if I like carbon blades, I'll probably say no, because, you get tired of maintaining them. I mean, I don't know that I'm going to pull out all my carbon knives and sit there and spread oil on them every once in a while and pull them out of their sheath and make sure they're not rusting. The maintenance on a carbon steel is probably not worth it, which is why I think stainless is as popular as it is, because, you know, remember that Ronco, those infomercials, set it and forget it, you know, a stainless steel, you can set it and forget it, you know, you don't have to, not that you can't rust a stainless steel blade, but it's just not that sensitive. It's not that likely that it's just going to suddenly rust out of the blue. Rubber band for the tops.
Tá perdida aí? Amor, isso tudo você comprou lá no Blade Show?
Satisfaction. Sorry I missed you at the show, man. Hey, everyone was about to go to sleep. Now, oh, wait a minute. Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I wish we had met. I don't know what time you got there. I didn't show up until 4 both nights. D2 is excellent steel when heat treated right. When not, it's prone to chip. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's too bad. Aluminum handle scales will scratch immediately. Yeah, you know, that's why I actually asked Dave Waterman. It's like, why do you guys do aluminum scales? He said after all the testing that they did for slam. He's like, the only thing that really holds up is the aluminum. So that's why they go with that. And that helped solve a lot of mysteries, because I couldn't understand why you'd pay so much for a Protech and they're doing this shitty ass aluminum that just scratches like crazy, you know? I don't fucking get it, you know? It's such a shitty material. In terms of aesthetics, you know? I mean, they managed to make it look nice with this, I don't know, what do you call that, a powder coating? But I mean, it already looks like hell. Like I barely EDC this at all. And I'll probably never EDC the Malibu at this point because I don't want it to get ruined. I was there in the morning, early afternoon. We'll meet next year. Yeah, sounds good. I can't remember where you live, Matt. D2 isn't stainless, though. You can't trust it to not rust. Yeah, it's a semi-stainless. I know. It's like, I think in order to be considered stainless, you have to have like 14 chromium, and I think D2 has 12. So it's just off the mark for being considered stainless. I have not had any problems with D2, not even Chinese D2 like Gonzo. All have been good. Yeah. A lot of people have good experience with D2. Aluminum is lighter than TI and plenty strong. Oh, yeah, no. I didn't mean it's a good material. You know, they make fucking planes out of it. And this is aircraft grade aluminum. I just mean shitty in terms of its aesthetics. I mean, it doesn't look high end, like I said, although Protech does a good job of making it a little bit more sleek by putting this sort of flat, this powdered sort of look to it, which makes it look a little nicer. But, you know, it doesn't look like micarta. It doesn't even look like G10. And it just scratches like crazy. So, yeah. And apparently everyone thinks you should regrind the Mordax. So let's see. Yeah, let's see. D2 holds a great amazingly. All right, good night, everybody. I'll probably check out here too. Let's see. Oh, it's still 10:30. It's not that late. Take it easy, Hollywood. Good night. So yeah, if there isn't anything else, I guess I can cut it short. Can't wait to show you the Reate EXO, that gravity knife. I mean, but it's $277, so I'll see. Oh, I forgot to turn it on. I forgot to turn our cloud buddy on. I don't know if you can see.
Depois eu quero ver aquela caixinha com aquela faca de novo.
Qual?
Não, aquela caixinha laranja que você tem com a faca pequena. Me mostra ela de novo depois. Quando você encerrar aqui agora, essa, eu quero ver ela de novo. Mas não agora, amor. Agora o pessoal quer ir dormir. Ai, eu gostei dessa faca.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Bye,
There's nothing else.
bye.
I'd appreciate if you could hit like as well. Subscribe. Tell a friend. Trying to get it out there more. And now I've misplaced the Malibu.
Ai, que coceira que eu tô na mão.
Oh, here it is.
Okay.
Man, that does not feel the same to me at all. That really does not feel the same. I mean, I'm going to have to flip that a few hundred more times. I think I'm just so used to the Malibu. I need to ask what people like better about the Malibu. Okay, good night. Do you own a orangutan? Yeah, I do not. The orangutan is made by, remind me who it's made by? Is it an, trying to remember. I don't. I've gotten several super budget parangs. I got the marbles budget parang. I got the only nice parang I have is the what are they calling this? The base camp? Oh wow. That pieces that vinyl that I cut off last time. Good Lord Almighty. I sliced the shit out of it. This is by Tops. 1095. They call this the base camp parang. I really sliced the shit out of this thing. Good Lord. I nearly sliced it clean off. That's a shame.
Acabar.
Got a nice shape. That's my nice parang. All the other ones I have are, you know, like I want to show you the cheapest parang I had. It's hilarious. It's kind of cute, to be honest. I find it kind of cute. It's from that brand UST that makes like these cups and survival gear. I got this one for I think like $5 or $8. China. This sort of silly looking parang with this incredibly cheap plastic and you know, some sort of a rat tail, but some sort. I mean, look at the grind on that. It's just horrible. Look at that. Grind marks all over it. It's messy. But this would be fun just to chop around and, you know, misuse, mistreat. And, you know, I'm out $10 or $8 or $5 or whatever. I mean, horribly bad sheath. But yeah, I don't know. I think and then I have the marbles parang. This one here. Like, remind me who makes the parang. Oh, Johnson Adventure. That's it. You did mention that before. Oh, it's K-Bar. Right. I do not have that. I have the I love Tops. I love prangs. Makes a nice 30-day lantern. What's a 30-day lantern? Oh, I mean, it is so stupid. It does. It looks like a cartoon. I mean, but it's like the cheapness of the plastic, it's like a kid's toy plastic. And it's hollow. So I mean, if you smash this, I drop it, it could shatter, and then you're really fucked. You might have to use like paracord or something. And it's just got these regular screws. So, if you have tools, you might be able to make a wood handle for it. It is front heavy, so you could chop with it. It might get you out of an emergency. I don't know. But I got it again because it was just dirt cheap and it was just funny as hell. This is oh wait, I think this is the Bolo. This is the Bolo. This is the Marbles Bolo. It's got sharpened top up there. I thought I got the Marbles Parang as well. I really thought I did. I'm not sure. Let's see. I'm certain I did, but I might not have. Oh, I think they call this it's the Cleaver. They call that the Cleaver. But isn't that kind of a prying style cleaver? No? These things are all super inexpensive, as you can imagine. I mean, it's marbles. Yeah, I know. Marbles used to make knives for the military, and now they make this stuff. Gosh, that's pretty bad. Wow, that's pretty bad. I mean, that does not. That barely retains. Let's see. Is there something else in here? Aha. This is the other inexpensive prying. This is from Elk Ridge, and I believe Elk Ridge is made by either Frost Cutlery or Master Cutlery, something like that. There we go. Here's the ER280 Elk Ridge. I mean, that's pretty much a prying. I mean, it's got a decently thick blade stock. Looks like the tang goes as far back as here. It's actually got a pretty decently comfortable, like rubberized handle. Pretty cheap plastic, but it's probably durable enough. And when you're chopping, it's not the worst thing to have a D guard, a hand guard. Probably couldn't hurt. Looks like it's a high carbon steel as well. There's quite a bit of oil on it in the powder coat. Oh, never mind. It says stainless steel. Anyway, that's my other ultra cheap prying, which was, I think this was literally like $15 or $12 or something. It was really, really inexpensive, which is that's my wheelhouse. I'm not here trying to get anything expensive. I want to test out the ultra cheap and then just on occasion get one if I need to get serious. And that's pretty much about it. Wooden handles would probably balance it out a bit. Yeah. Their lantern lasts 30 days, really, on 2D batteries on its lowest setting. Good for emergencies or bug outs. Cool. Yeah, I have a ton of UST gear because the UST gear that I have, they're usually just about the only ones that make something like it. Like I have, like these silicone cups. I'm not saying they're the only ones that make silicone cups, but it's very inexpensive. When you need a cup, you need a cup. I have. What else do I have of theirs? I have a ton of UST gear, and it's always in this orange. And it's always, extremely inexpensive. The only UST gear that I have that's sort of buffoonish, again, is this thing, But again, it's dirt cheap. So, and it seems like it'll chop, and I bet you can have no problem sharpening it. If it's got a decent heat treat, you can sharpen it. in the field. So
Desmontando. Ninguém me pega.
okay, now let's see. What I want to figure out is which way the Solaris. Doggone it. Where is my Solaris? I'm always losing track of my Solaris. Here's a perfect example. UST, their survival bandana. It's got a bunch of instructions on it. Preparation, restock first, blah blah blah. It's just the rule of threes. You can leave 3 minutes. Yeah, see, you can live 3 minutes without air, 3 hours without shelter, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. Right? It's just, I mean, there's just a bunch of interesting stuff in here. Who else makes survival bandana? And yet, why not have a bandana that is useful to you and functions as a bandana? What did I do with my Solaris? I'm always losing track of my knives. Okay. I remember what I did with it.
Ai, ai. Tá procurando o quê?
Uma faca.
Okay.
Okay. I remember where I put my Solaris. I was going to do a name that knife contest and hand people a bunch of button locks and then spring an M-Tech on them and make them guess. So there's the Solaris. I need to put the new scales on it. I have a carbon fiber and the JG10. So tell me that action isn't awesome. So I need to figure out which way. Does it go like that?
Cabe.
Or does it go like that? Or does it go like that? I'm going to have to, I don't want to stretch it out the wrong way. That's why. Really, really do not. I wonder, are you supposed to take off the pocket clip if you're going to use a slip? And I mean, I know it's do it however you want, but I want to do it in a way that doesn't stretch this out in a way that becomes unusable any other way. You know, I want to put it in one direction so it fits nice and smooth, nice and snug. I'm going to have to, if David doesn't have a zombie approved, is what zombie approved? You mean the UST? Always have a blade near that could take off a zombie head. Okay. Wazoo makes a few. Wazoo, the thing I know they make is that ceramic Firestarter necklace, which I want, but just, I mean, I think it's like $20, which it's not a lot, but it seems overpriced for something that small. I would also take the clip off and go flipper tab up. Yeah. Right. Okay. So with the button on the outside, I guess, huh? Like, and not like that. Not on the button on the inside. See how it's got a flap here? So what do you think, Grumpy? I'm going to have to take that clip off. Look at that. Another material I don't get. Titanium. Everyone talks about, oh, yeah, there's some snail trails. Yeah, of course there is. If you look at titanium, it'll develop a fucking snail trail. People just swear by titanium. I get it. It's a fantastic high-end metal. Super lightweight, super strong. Fucking crap. I mean, give me my Carta. And then the one other thing people say is, oh, but I like titanium scales because it's got that special sound. Yeah, you know, it does. I own half a dozen Civivis. Yeah, I have a ton of Civivis, but I'm I they're phenomenal. I mean, the action, the fit and finish. That when Civivi showed up on the scene, they became the guys to beat in terms of the budget category. But I am not into liner locks and with button locks and compression locks, and let's not forget the shark lock. I mean, when the patent ends on this thing, is going to be the day that all other lock types die. I mean, this is fucking astounding. I mean, this just takes the cake. It feels so amazing. But yeah, I just don't get the whole liner lock thing. I mean, I got this M-Tech for like $10. I mean, that's fidget friendly. This was like $10, $15. This needs to be broken in or oiled up, but at any rate. Oh, and David also gave me some. I just realized he also gave me some knife pivot lube. He has. Where's my backpack? He has a. Better find that. I don't want to lose track of it. Oh, damn it. There they are. Okay. So we've got here some medium strength, made in USA, Orion knives. This is directions: shake well before use, apply to screw, thread, and assemble. So this is blue Loctite, and this is 20 weight, 10 milliliters, Orion knives, made in USA. Synthetic blend lubricant inhibits rust, oxidation, and corrosion. Tolerant of high moisture, water environments. Directions: apply to moving contact surfaces, not for human consumption. Kosher and halal approved. Interesting. Yeah, so he gave me those. That was nice of him. He's always good to me. I think, he sent me free scales because I helped name the Solaris. So so they've got that connection, I guess. Oh, lastly, here's Tops Knives catalog. I'll probably have to show that on a separate day because there's quite a lot in here. Yeah, very cool. And then here was the Blade Show West floor map. I literally haven't looked at this yet. I was in such a rush. I got there with 2 hours remaining. I just sort of ran around. And then Blade Magazine. The Becker BK18 Harpoon. 3-layer blades. Huh. Wow. Anyway. So that's it. Let's see. I have a few Wazoo bandanas. I wouldn't mind getting those. And a couple other things that definitely button out. Okay. Now, those Wazoo bandanas, are they the ones that make like the tracking animals bandana and then like the constellation? There's a bunch of other useful bandanas that I was going to get. So even nice. They're so sleek and clean in design. Absolutely. I'm telling you, they are the ones to beat. The frame locks and liner locks, I don't get it. Petrified fish knives are phenomenal. Just picks them up. Cool. I look forward to looking into that. I haven't, everyone's talking about them. Dan Designs is threatening CV and CJRB with this latest drop. Good to know. Good to know. Yeah. Civivi were the ones to beat. And then last year along came CJRB and started killing it. And then, QSP with their Penguin shocked everybody. D2, Micarta for frigging 30, 20 bucks, 26 bucks, 30 bucks, 34 bucks, whatever it was. It just blew everybody away. And so now you're saying, yeah, damn designs. I look forward to that too. But again, I don't need any more liner locks. I don't need any more frame locks. I need more shark locks. I'm not going to get any, but I need more shark locks. I need more button locks, right? And now the compression lock is out of, how are these knife makers? They know when the compression lock is going to go out of. They should hit the ground running. They should already have knives in production that are available to sell the frigging day the compression lock is out. And they just sit on their hands. I don't understand it. I don't understand the knife industry. I think the compression lock is such an obvious invention, given once that came out, it seems the obvious way to do a liner. Put it on the backside with a button so you're out of the way. The Spyderco Smock, that's essentially a compression lock, right? So you don't even have to do the compression lock. You could do like the Spyderco version, the Smock version of it's like a button lock, but really it's just pushing a liner aside. Even Kershaw had a budget one that was kind of like a button lock. All it did was push the liner aside. So why are these companies sitting on their hands? I cannot understand it. I really can't. Do you own an OTF? Okay, first of all, yes, I own OTFs. For example, what you mean is what happened to it? Okay, well, I lost track of it. It's I know it's here somewhere, but I have a cheap little knife that is technically an OTF, in that it comes out the front. But what you mean is an automatic OTF. Like, for example, no one is going to think. For example, I have every kind of shitty knife you can imagine. See, this is technically an OTF. It comes out the front. Now, it's not an automatic, okay, which is what you mean. Then I have one that's kind of like the Exotech, except zero spring. I also have the Kershaw Capsule, which is technically an OTF. So this isn't out the front. I think this is almost like a gentleman's carry, very unthreatening, kind of Tron-like. This is an OTF technically, but what you mean is an automatic. And here's the masterpiece, $12, Chinatown. I suspect that's not real gold. What do you think? maybe 16 karat, maybe 12 karat, maybe 1 karat. Maybe it's paid. So this is what's called Cali legal. It's 2 inches. The Exotech is also 2 inches, but that costs $200. This costs $12. And for me, you know, OTFs always have blade play, right? I just don't feel comfortable paying hundreds of dollars or $1,000 for a Microtech when all I really want to do with an OTF is this. That's it. I just want to do that. I just want to fidget with it for a little while. I would never seriously use one. The D&Ds are liner locks and a little heavy. I like different knives for different moods. Okay, yeah. Oh, you like this capsule? It's what I really like is it's actually feels quite smooth. I think they did a good job with it. It's quite smooth. It doesn't shake out. You could almost flick it. I don't know. Kind of curious what would happen if you put a spring in there, whether it would actually launch out. Anyway, I really like this. I've EDC'd it. You know, again, when I need something unassuming. Unfortunately, it's got a false edge on top. Be much better if it was a dagger, but I think they want it to be more legal in more places. I'm going to get more of these. These are because I had one before this, and it eventually failed. I mean, it's not unsurprising. It eventually failed, and then I tried to repair it, and the spring went flying off. It's back there somewhere. So that's the fate of my other automatic. I think I'm going to go to Chinatown to get some more. I mean, you know, I have these Cali legal Kalashnikovs. Now, these are legal to carry, but all automatics are legal to own in California. You just can't carry them. So I own this. This is the Kalashnikov XXL. It's not the XL. It's the Blade HQ exclusive XXL. I mean, it is just... I mean, it's just... These are both Kalashnikovs.
Oh,
this entire knife is the size of the blade.
Gosto. Como você diz, good action.
Okay. Otherwise, let's see if that's it. I'll try to find that credit card knife that looks, that's basically an OTF. It's in a wallet somewhere, and unfortunately, I had found it a couple days ago, and then I misplaced it again. Well, I didn't misplace it. I just don't remember where I put it back. I forgot. It's probably right here somewhere. I'm probably looking right at it, but probably just not seeing it. Anyway, yeah. So I have a whole series of credit card knives. I'm actually Alex's Knives and Such has been asking me about how to do covert carry, like if you go to a concert or something. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick thing on how to carry a knife. I have a whole bunch of options for discreet carry in a way that security is just not going to check you that carefully. They just won't. So, all right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Happy Indigenous Peoples Day, and for our Italian Americans, happy Columbus Day. Yeah, Spain condemned him and actually stripped him of all his possessions and titles and everything, because even in his own time, he was considered a horrendous criminal because of his tremendous cruelty to indigenous people. There's quite a lot of accounts of his brutality towards indigenous people. It was horrifying. And these are accounts by Spanish Catholic missionaries. So they didn't have any reason to talk bad about Columbus. I mean, they just recorded what they saw and they were fucking horrified. Just look at OTF prices. They range from $200 to $350. I'm not going to pay $200 when this is. I'm going to spend $200 to do something like this. That's all I'm going to do with it. I'm like $300 fucking dollars. Yeah, no. I might get a Lightning OTF, which is about $30, and those are supposed to be bulletproof as well. So I'd pay $30 for a Lightning OTF, and they're considered very, very reliable, durable. People have had them for years, and they've lasted. So, and there's two versions of Lightning OTF. Some people claim that in order to get an authentic Lightning OTF, you have to go to Grindworks, which is the sister website of Blade HQ. I have, however, heard the exact opposite. That in fact, in order to get the true Lightning OTF, you have to go to Lightning OTF website. They do not sell through a retailer. You have to go to a separate Lightning OTF. So there must have been some sort of disagreement there. Probably some sort of disagreement on who owns the patent. But apparently, you're supposed to go to Lightning OTF in order to like lightningotf.com or something like that in order to get the quote unquote true Lightning OTF, you know. But again, like I said, others have claimed the exact opposite, that you're supposed to go to Grindworks to get it. And again, it's about $30. Very affordable, well attested. You know, there's just no doubts when it comes to that. Speaking of Kershaw, here's a Kershaw neck knife, the Dune. It's got a cheap blade steel, but it looks cool as hell. It looks like a Dune blade. So that's what it looks like. It's a Tonto. I haven't even opened it yet, as you can see. I'll do an unboxing on that soon. But I look forward to doing that. I want to actually, believe it or not, I want to EDC that at home, from home. Believe it or not. Okay. Chinese companies have all the blueprints. You mean if you wanted, you could get a knockoff? I mean, I won't tell people not to buy knockoffs. That's your choice, you know? People can sit here and explain the relative morality of it, and I get it. Do they have that same kind of indignation when people download music for free or movies for free? Those same people don't sit there and get up in arms. You know, neither of them is moral, you know? So yeah, I mean, if you want to get a knockoff, and this is a video I've been wanting to do for quite a while. When do you reach the point of singularity? When do you reach the point where the knockoff begins to become as good as the original? For that matter, what if it starts to exceed the original? What then? Right? I mean, you reach that point of singularity. What can you complain about that point? They've improved on your product, you know, and you need to step up your game. It's like, okay, where do we go from here? Right. The Lightning OTF. Again, it would appear as though Lightning OTF needs to be bought through Lightning OTF, something like lightningotf.com or something like that. And that's the true authentic one. Apparently the one on Grindworks is coming through. Perhaps there was a dispute in the company. There might be some disagreement as to who owns the patent, but that if you want to get the true original Lightning OTF, that you need to go through the website Lightning OTF. So that's what I've heard. And like I said, I've heard both versions, but I tend to suspect, I think it's true that you actually need to go through the separate website. I suspect that that's in fact the truth. You know, it's a he said, she said thing, I'm sure. It's a lot like Todd Begg Designs and Begg Designs. Todd Begg had his company basically taken out from under him by his brother and I think his uncle. So that's why people are urged to avoid Begg knives in favor of Todd Begg knives. Believe it or not, my roommate worked for Paul Frank. You know that he's got the logo of the cute monkey. His uncle and his brother or something like that, while he was on vacation, stole the company from underneath him. And because they own the company Paul Frank, Mr. Paul Frank is legally not allowed to use his own name. They own his name because they own the company that bears the man's name. So there's capitalism for you. They can even own your own name. Be like that. If that isn't Orwellian, don't know what it is. I mean, and I EDC this and beat the hell out of it. You know, B10 is indestructible, you know, and it doesn't show its wear.
Finish?
Sim.
É? Já acabou?
Sim.
Isso aí é canivete.
Sim.
É. Ou então um estilete. Estilete. A gente usa na escola.
What is the story behind my channel name? I live in Hollywood. I live a couple blocks from the Man Chinese, or I guess they call it the Man Chinese Theater again. No, wait, the Grauman's Chinese Theater. So I live around the corner from the Beatles and Elvis star, so just Hollywood. And then tactical because it's kind of a joke, you know, saying, "Oh, I'm tactical," but at the same time, yeah, I mean, I really am tactical, you know, like, you know, I EDC, I over EDC the shit out of stuff. I carry around a fucking first aid kit, got a hatchet in my fucking trunk, you know, I mean, you know, I carry around 17 knives with me every day. Yeah, I totally overdo it. I'm definitely tactical. You know, I carry a belt that, you know, the traveler's belt with the zipper on the inside. And I put like a classic SD in there and Band-Aids and cash and, you know, a little bit of wire. I mean, I just have like a whole little survival kit. I carry around several survival kits. I have Altoid survival tins with fishing kits and shit, all kinds of stupid shit. So, I mean, I'm sort of making fun of, haha, tactical, get it? But at the same time, it's like, yeah, I really am fucking tactical, you know? Like, you know, I overdo it. And then I'm okay with that. I don't care, you know? Oh, really, Sean? Are you here in LA, Sean? Where are you at? Look at that action. Unreal. Look at
that. Essa é a Solaris?
É.
Ela não estava ruim?
Solaris
Ela tava
é ruim por quê?
Não, ela estava com problemas. Você falou que ia
Oh, you're
consertar.
in Vegas. Okay. Wow, then did you go to the big blade show out there? Yeah, Vegas. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's decent amounts of acting opportunities out there. I don't know if you've done, some commercials. They probably film a couple of TV shows out there. There's probably regularly productions out there from Hollywood on the regular, because there's always some Vegas scene that can only be shot in Vegas, so you can always get bit parts. Okay, yeah. Where do I send you an email? You should probably join a group out here as well. Let's see. These things are so flimsy. Get to one blade show yet? Well, yeah, there's not a blade show at Vegas, but they do have. They just had some sort of a like blade show type thing out there not too long ago, where there was a bunch of production companies out there, and of course, shot shows out there. A lot of knife companies go there. Okay, Sean W. Ma. Are you Chinese, Sean? Ma, like Liang Ma. Okay, I'll email you right now. Otherwise, I'll forget. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. And I'll send you an email right now. Ok, fala tchau.
Tchau.
Boa noite.
Boa noite, meu povo. Amor, eu vou te ligar, tá?
Tá. Good night.